People are earning hundreds of thousands of dollars by selling logos online. Logos may now be generated with the help of artificial intelligence, and with some little editing, the results can be stunning. Here are a few examples of logos I've designed. I recently posted a video outlining various digital items that may be created using AI. In this video, I want to focus on logos created with AI. Today, we'll examine existing online logo sales to get a feel for the market and the potential profit we may reap. Then, in the midst of our adventure, we'll start making a variety of logos that are really one of a kind. And I'll tell you how to take the finest pictures possible using a MidJoureny stimulus. After discussing the common problems that arise around the halfway point, we will work together to ensure that the final output is as polished and professional as possible. So let's not waste any more time and go in. If you want to make money out of your logos, settling on a strategy will improve the end result. Furthermore, there are two main approaches to logo creation. There are made-to-order logos in which a client commissions you to design a unique symbol for their company. Logo templates are another option. We'll go through each option, but remember that this is what ultimately decides how passive your logo generation is and where you sell them online. The logo templates are the place to begin. If you spend $12, you may download this logo template and customize it to your liking. You may modify the text, rearrange the components, and perhaps even alter the color of the font to suit your requirements. But the overall presentation will stay the same. All of the artwork, including the colors and fonts, will be generated by artificial intelligence. A logo template is just a pre-made logo that your client may modify for free using a website like Canva, and I'll show you how this works in a bit. With an average selling price of $10, this store has racked up almost 53,000 customers. The sum is more than $530,000. When you consider that many of their products cost much more than $10, you can see why an estimate of $530,000 in sales would be quite low. The business model based on pre-made logos will be substantially less active, although first sales will take longer to materialize. You may normally charge more for logo design services than for pre-made logos, since you have to invest time and effort into building up a huge inventory of logos for consumers to purchase right now. About 13,000 purchases have been made from the Logo Lane store as of this writing. They have grossed between $515,000 and $1,700,000 from their Etsy store alone, where they charge between $39 and $130 for a bespoke logo. The digital product has a similar profit margin of about 91. However, as this is a service, it might be advertised on a marketplace like Fiverr. However, review on Fiverr, she has over 3,300 positive reviews and a 5-star rating. The cost of her services varies from $38 to $144. That's between $125,000, $400 and $475,000, $200. Don't get me wrong, they have some nice logos for sale now. I'm just not expecting anything out of the ordinary. Now, offering a logo design service that creates custom logos on demand is more of a passive income model, in which you will just put in effort after receiving payment. There's no reason you couldn't sell both bespoke logos and logo templates from the get. Go on Etsy. You'll need an application called Discord now if you want to use the MidJoureny chatbot. Discord is a better running alternative that you can join for free with only your email address if you don't already have an account. The program requires a visit to the MidJoureny website, where it may be activated by clicking the Join the Beta button. By clicking here, you'll launch Discord and join the MidJoureny server. The journey has reached its halfway point. Access to the standard business terms is available for $10 per month, while limitless picture production is $30 per month. I pay $30 per month base package. We're going to start designing logos right now. We'll go to the chat, enter /, and then click Imagine to produce our first logo concept, assuming you haven't done it previously. I'll use a logo for a legal company as an example. White background, minimalist logo. Then I'll type in a few more thoughts by pressing the Enter key. So all we can do is wait. Now, if the first set of pictures isn't very good, we can simply press this reroll button to get 4 more. Furthermore, if you strongly disagree with a picture and then erasing it from the conversation, now that we have a candidate picture, we can use the expand button to make upscale impressive. Currently, we simply have to test out various prompts and re-roll the photographs till we find one that works. It took me approximately 10 minutes to do this since the AI was so cooperative. Several logos were created, a few of which I chose and made upscale. Now, the most challenging aspect of logo design is thinking of a good prompt. Though I'm going to show you may take some time, it will be well worth the wait. After the picture has been magnified, you may visit this website by selecting the Web button. Furthermore, this article is quite helpful since it explains how the AI interprets each. In certain sections, and you may see example photographs from those sections to see how it refers to various pictures. If we go down a little farther, more logos like this have been made by other individuals, and I have access to the guidelines they followed. If you're having trouble achieving a certain look, you may want to drop by and spy on what other people are doing to get it. You should take the time to read this. Additionally, a picture may be hovered over. You may try it out by yourself by clicking the copy and paste instruction. I'll show you some of the other pictures I made using the same technique. Obviously, I had a great time with this and generated much too many photographs, but I wanted to demonstrate the range of possibilities available to me. I love these examples. We'll discuss editing them in the next sections. If you've been following along, you should now have appropriately enlarged versions of all desired logos. This following phase is the climax of the whole event. We'll have to go back into Discord, click the upscale picture and press open in browser, and then we can simply right-click and save to downloads. Now, if you want to take your logos to the next level and compete with the firms we looked at the beginning of this video who are generating hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions, then you'll probably want to invest in a tool called Adobe Illustrator. It's $38 a month, which I know does, but allow me to demonstrate its capabilities. Now we're getting into the little more technical part, but I'm certain that you're up to the challenge since we just require Illustrator for one specific function. Assuming that you've joined up, downloaded, and opened up Illustrator on your computer, then we're simply going to click on the letter preset since it really doesn't matter. Now I've opened the file where I stored all of my AI photos, and for just now I'm going to drag and drop one in. I'm using this picture for the first example, and if I zoom in pretty close, can you see how fuzzy it is? We can't fade it out of sight either. This truly isn't a usable logo at the present. But if I merely click on the picture so that it's highlighted, there's a button called Picture Trace that displays on the right side of the screen. When I use that button, the logo is converted into a true vector format. I can make live changes to the amount of information seen by adjusting the threshold on the left side of the screen, and I can hide the white backdrop entirely by clicking the Ignore White option. If I fixate on it, I can see. As you can see, our edges are very sharp and clear. A vector logo may be resized to any size without compromising quality. Now, back on the right-hand side of the screen, if I simply press Expand, it locks in our adjustments and entirely turns the picture into a true vector file, a very clean black logo. Now let's go over a couple more instances so you can understand exactly how strong this actually. Now let's make next logo. As a result, I'll bring it in by the snout. I intend to use the Image Trace button. Then I'll go to the left and play about with the threshold until I have the best possible rendition of the logo. It seems okay to me. I'll select Ignore White and then simply click Expand. The last problem is the text that has to be eliminated. Fortunately, this can be done with a simple double click on the logo and a click and drag selection of the text. Then I can get rid of the extraneous components. If I want to get rid of these two extra lines, I may do it by selecting them both with a double click and then erasing them with a single keystroke. In less than 20 minutes, I was able to develop and vectorize all of these logos. Selecting a vector is the last step before exporting one of our vector pictures. We'll choose an exported file and give it a name here. We'll need to use the CV file type. That's a major consideration. Then we'll just choose the Asset Export option. This is finally in our possession. This is rocket science, you guys. All the pictures you see in this video were vectorized in about 10 minutes using Adobe Illustrator. Neither a paid nor a free online application comes close to the quality that Illustrator gives, at least not to my knowledge. Now that we've transformed the AI picture into a proper logo file, we can go on to the last step of the process. That is, using Canva to create the logo. Now I'll simply make a new document on Canva site, upload my logo file, and type in the text. The AI said this. Then, I'll import the SVG file we made and exported from Illustrator, scale it to the appropriate dimensions. Next, I'll place a text box over the designated area and start searching for an appropriate font. Then I will delete the original picture that was at the bottom. Now it's done. Simply type in the name of your client's company and you'll be able to send them the logo. This logo may be modified in any way you want, including eliminating the background or switching up the colors. However, if you want to sell these items on Etsy, you'll need to take a few more measures. To share your template with others on sites like Etsy, click the Share Template button in the upper right corner of your shop. This means that any client who buys from you will get their own copy of this logo template that they can use to create their own unique logo without having to pay for the Canva service. After purchasing the logo from you, this is the URL that will be sent to the buyer. There are a few major things you need to know before giving this a try on your own. The first is that Illustrator isn't flawless, especially when dealing with very intricate graphics such as, I don't believe it will be a major issue for very long, but they won't be a good end product. Second, know what it will set you back. Look around the halfway point, the combined costs of a Canvas membership with Adobe Illustrator. You'd need to hone your skills, however. Learning to utilize mockups like this to incorporate logos into branding elements like business cards is a smart idea as well. In my opinion, this would make them much more marketable and set you apart from the competitors. Mockups are available for free on websites like Raw Pixel, where they may be downloaded and used without any restrictions. How do you like this series of videos to make money with AI? Share your opinion in comments. See you in the next videos.